Today what I have for you guys is one of my favorites, sticky toffee pudding. Let's get into it. First, you're gonna get 200 grams of fresh pitted Medjool dates, chop them into pieces and get them ready to blend. But before you do that, you have to soak them in boiling hot water. So go ahead and get your water boiling. Go ahead and add your chopped dates to the blender, nutmeg, and cinnamon, a teaspoon of each. Then you want to add your boiled water to the dates. Just enough to cover them, not too much, not too little. After you've allowed the dates to soak about 10 minutes, then you can go ahead and start blending. You want to make sure they blend it up real well so you don't have big pieces inside of the cake. Then I'm going to add 170 grams of butter, 170 grams of light brown sugar, and 170 grams of Muscovado sugar. This is the brand that I used. Now you want to fold in your butter with your sugar, making sure everything is well incorporated. Then you want to crack in 4 large eggs. Boom, one at a time, mixing in between each one. After all 4 eggs are mixed, it should look something like this, heading in the right direction. On to the next step. Now you want to mix in 340 grams of self-raising flour, but don't do it all at once. You want to separate it into about 3 parts, mixing after each one to make sure everything is well incorporated and you don't have any lumps. Should look something like this once you have all the flour mixed in. Now you're going to add in your parade date mixture and mix it in thoroughly. Once you have everything mixed, it's going to look something like this. Moving on along. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Lyles golden syrup and then mix it all in. Once we get everything mixed in, it's time to bake. So now we can go ahead and prep our bundt pan. I have some avocado oil here. I'm going to line with flour and make sure it's well coated so that the cake comes out easy at the end. Kinda like so. Now we can go ahead and add our mixture to the pan. You want to make sure we add it as evenly as possible so we have an even bake. And I'm going to put it into my oven that I already had preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We should bake the cake around 40 to 45 minutes. Now it's time to add the cake to the oven. Remember, this cake should bake anywhere between 40 and 45 minutes. Don't touch it, let it go. As we wait for the cake to bake, we're gonna go ahead and make our caramel sauce that make it a sticky toffee pudding. So I have 250 grams of butter here, 125 grams of brown sugar, and 125 grams of Muscovado sugar, once again. And we're gonna bring this up to a simmer. Now that we're simmering, we're gonna add a tablespoon of Lyles golden syrup, once again. Then add 50 milliliters of rum. Once we have all the alcohol cooked out, we're gonna go in with 300 milliliters of heavy cream. Once you've mixed in all your cream, your caramel sauce is complete. To be honest, you can drink this by itself. After 40 minutes baking, we pull the cake out to check for doneness. Now before I flip the cake over onto the dish, I like to get a butter knife and go around the edges just to make sure nothing's sticking so that the transition is smooth. Now I couldn't get it on camera, but here it is. Now what I want to do here, as I use this fork to check for doneness, I want to poke holes all around this cake so that I can allow that caramel sauce to seep into the cake when it comes time to use my brush and, kind of paint over it. So this is a must. Now I'm going to use my brush to just get this caramel sauce and just paint it all around the cake. What this does is creates that sticky, sweet exterior on the cake that we look for. That's where the name sticky toffee pudding comes from. So just make sure you have it well coated. move on to the next step. Now I'm going to take some sea salt and just sprinkle it over the top to give that great balance to that sweetness of the cake. Now for some extra big backetry, we're going to go ahead and pour some of that caramel sauce in the center of this bundt cake. Hey man, if you was looking to make something healthy, this is not the one. We already long past that. Well folks, we're done. Now it's time for us to go ahead and cut a slice, get ready to plate it up. Watch how this caramel just kind of explodes out of there. Once you take this piece out, it just really adds to the ambiance of this cake. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I have much more coming for you guys. Thanks again.
Tears can't express what I feel for you. How you took my heart and mind and you made it new. Old friends, they turn and laugh, but they see the truth. They say the change seems strange, but yet they see the proof. No more drugs, no more clubs, no more wild living. No more chasing after tail, no more wild women. Spending time in your word, it keeps me God-fearing. And I can feel it in the air, it's like your time is nearing.